So I'm not really sure how to explain this, but I'm going to give it a crack. I've been thinking a lot lately about how AI is literally ruining our brains a little bit. And it's giving us these really quick dopamine hits that are sort of like dessert. Yes, we are constantly in a state of dessert. Yes, we are enjoying little nibbles of dessert all day, but we are not getting an entree and a main course. Bear with me. I think our ballet classes are becoming so much more valuable than we realize. Because think about it, you can't ask ChatGPT to help you with your pirouette exercise. Not really, yeah. I mean, you could ask it and it could give you some tips, but it actually doesn't really know what it's talking about. You can't get ChatGPT to come into class with you and do the combination and remember it for you. You can't have ChatGPT get you in the right mindset. In fact, you're walking into a studio without your phone, which is one of my favorite things about a ballet class. Phones are not acceptable. Yes, of course there's the odd filming, and depending on what studio you attend, it's nice to sometimes capture a bit of footage of yourself at the bar, but you are not on your phone, if that makes sense. So there's two parts to this. One, if you are the parent of a child, especially a teenager, I think it's really important for them to have some touch points during the week where they are not on their phone. And a dance class doesn't have to be just ballet, is really perfect for that. Now, whether you are a child, school-age student, or an adult, I think it is just so lovely that you have an opportunity, whether it's an hour class or a couple of hours, of dance, say after school, where you have this moment of complete embodiment in your body. This is what I call the main course. Yeah, this is where we get satisfaction from. This is where we feel grounded, our nervous system is more regulated, and this is why we leave class and we go, why do I feel so good? It's because we're not doing this, scrolling constantly. And don't get me wrong, I love a scroll. I understand the pull. I know just how powerful these things are. And I do understand the irony of talking to you right now through my phone and explaining this. I understand that. However, I just think that we're in a bit of a dangerous time where our brains are just slowly rotting because we are constantly used to dessert and instant gratification and just the good, yummy, fun stuff. Instead of the work that requires some embodiment that makes you really fulfilled both mentally and physically. And that is why we need to prioritize more analog activities. That's why more analog activities are having a moment, painting and dance classes and physical activity and just things in person where you have to talk to another human being and participate in something. And use your hands and get a little bit dirty, We can look at our ballet classes using our hands and legs and feet and every inch and every muscle of our body as getting down and dirty. And I just think we understand the value of it, but we are going to understand the true value of it even more over the next few years. So I guess this is my reminder for you to just continue prioritizing your time in the studio. I am so thankful that my job is physical. I do spend a lot of time behind the computer. I do spend a lot of time on my phone, creating content, doing all of this. So when I get to stand up from my desk and go and teach for 4 hours, I've never been more grateful. And it actually means that when I do, like yesterday was a Sunday, spend a little time scrolling and just seeing what the world is up to, I don't feel so bad because I've done hours and hours of physical embodiment. So anyway, I hope that made sense. I hope my little food analogy came across and you understand what I was trying to say. But yes, it's top of mind, and I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Would love your thoughts. Please let me know in the comments section below, and I hope this helped.